Well, what is going on? So I'm here with my good friend Paul Francis.
How are you?
We're at PASIC 2018. And so these have been really, you told me they've been really popular at the show.
Really popular. These are some models that we're developing with Russ Miller.
Okay.
So currently, Russ is playing the 21-inch, what we're calling K-Custom Staccato ride. So because these are prototypes, we have to come up with a working name.
Right.
So when they hit the catalog, if they hit the catalog, we don't know exactly what the name's going to be, but the Staccato name really gives you an idea of what it's going to do. So the cymbal is thin, and this is modeled after some stuff that we had in the Rarities program years ago,
Okay.
the K Dark Thins, which was a heavily hammered and brilliant finish cymbal. And Russ brought one of those in and said, it's not giving me enough when I crash it. So I said, let's just lathe it. So I lightly lathed the top and the bottom.
Okay.
So you can see the bell, and even on the edge, I didn't lathe all the way out to the edge. On purpose.
Now, what does that do, not lathing to the edge?
It just so I don't have to edge it again.
Okay.
After lathing. No,
Right.
and this is just to open up the metal a little bit so we get a little bit more crashability. But this acts like a flat ride, but you can crash it. That you never lose the stick definition. You have a little bit of a bell, okay, and this is the same bell that goes in our hi-hat cymbals. This is our small cup. So you get great stick. And it never builds up and washes out. It's like a flat ride. And the stick comes right back.
And that's something that I've enjoyed about the K Suites too,
Right.
is they can crash out, but then the stick definition
Right,
doesn't
right
wash
away.
out. Like for say a 22-inch Renaissance, that stick definition starts going away after a little while.
Yeah, it gets a little washy.
Yeah, but not a good or bad thing. It's just a different thing.
Yep.
You know. And so what you got? Now these are prototypes, correct?
These are prototypes.
Okay.
We have a 20, a 21, and a 22. Currently, Russ is gigging and recording and doing everything with the 21.
What does he prefer about the 21 over the other two?
Well, he really hasn't played the 20 or 22. I made them.
Okay.
Because some drummers don't play at 21. Some drummers don't play at 22. So I wanted to see if this design translated into the other sizes. And it's great at this show because some people have been buying the 20, some people buying the 22, the 21. So it's been really great.
Okay.
So we have the 20. A little bit brighter.
Right.
And you have enough of a bell so you can go up and play it.
Right. Now the crashing, how does that differ between them?
Progress down in pitch.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a big wash. I like that.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna stick it
The stick stays right there.
Comes
And,
right
and
back.
that's exactly what Russ needed, and there's a lot of his colleagues and students and people that follow him on Instagram see him using this and they're like, oh, Zildjian should come out with this.
That's
That's why we're working on it. And because we're at PASIC, we have thousands of drummers at our disposal to give us free feedback on some ideas, and it's really great. We've been bringing prototypes to this show since 2002.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you don't know who Paul is every sound that comes out of Zildjian goes through this guy.
Well, I'd like to take all the credit. we have a little sound design team, so I lead the research and development at Zildjian, but I have some really fantastic colleagues that have been working with me, and we bounce ideas off of each other all the time. So I can't take all the credit.
Oh yeah.
But I'm in charge of product design for Zildjian.
Right. And how long have you been in this position?
About 23 years.
Right.
Yeah.
So he's like, when it comes to this kind of stuff, he will be the nerd above all nerds when it comes to making. Everybody needs to be a nerd in a certain area.
That's right.
When it comes to the cymbals, he knows. If you think you know anything about cymbals, just spend like 2 minutes with them, and you know probably less than you ever thought you could about a subject.
People ask me what my hobby is, and I said cymbal making.
And that's the end of the discussion.
That's right.
I don't want to get into that. That's awesome. Well, thanks for saying. And the cool thing is these are prototypes. So what's the process from going from a prototype to full production?
The thing is that we'll take the feedback in, from artists and customers and dealers and distributors, because these have been taken around the world actually.
Very cool.
And if there's something about one of the sizes that's not happening on a regular basis, I go back and we'll tweak it.
Okay.
But right now, I really wouldn't touch.
You like
this.
what you got.
And sometimes the design element doesn't translate well into other sizes. It works for one diameter, but not necessarily others. But here, it worked very, very well.
Very cool. Well, be sure and go check out the Zildjian channel. Subscribe to that as well. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, subscribe to it, because I'm putting out stuff like this. We've got more coming about these cymbals, about how they're made, the different sounds that are coming out. There's a lot of cool stuff coming out. And leave a comment. Let me know what you think about these cymbals. Like, what do you think about them compared to others? And they're part of the K family, obviously, so they're made to nest in that family.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yep.
So they're made to play well, play ball well with the other Ks. So let me know in the comments, and then check out the other videos in this series that will be all about these type of prototype cymbals and what they got coming.